To go, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Brooklyn Barons.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Justin Simmons.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go counter with Breida. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Tua going to run the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Gain of 1 yard.
1 yard is the gain.
Miami.
And the Dolphins have a first down. And now Tua on the option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Tua wants to throw it. He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Block off of play action. Got an open man. Here it's KJ Hamler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Block working out of the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 on the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Here's Matt Hawk now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7. Matt Hawk in punt formation.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And this returnable for Harris. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
at their own 40.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14. Dolphins
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. And some room to maneuver. A huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And will be intercepted. Get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Collins. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tua now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And Justin Coleman brings him down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Locke going to throw. Now Locke, he wants the football. It's held.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll
it'll be Dolphin football.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tua now on first down. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this puck goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Escaping the pressure right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Play action. Now it's Locke. A throw left side, held in by Hamler. Now he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now Locke again. This is and he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an high edge. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are going to take the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Oh, he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, You've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action, Lock. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That's another Brooklyn first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Into the red zone, it's Lock. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. From the gun, Lock able to shake him off. Here as he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They look to throw. It's Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 23-yard run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Tua going to throw. Complete to Breida. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 2nd down, Tua looking deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Flushed out right. He's going to let one fly for... He's got a man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Tagovailoa toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Lock, open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Morris. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And a Dolphin first down.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is locked. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This from 52 and this for the win. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Touchdown.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and make